I'll be doing a 3-card tarot reading, and the cards aren't in any particular order like past, present, or future. And then I'll be doing a combination reading with the cards and the astrology dice. Now the 3 12-sided astrology dice represent the zodiac signs, the planets and lunar nodes, and the houses. Now the cards you received this week are the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Let's talk about the Hierophant first, because he's considered the Pope or the shaman, teacher, mentor, leader. He's here about solidarity and getting people together rather than having individuality and having your own thoughts about beliefs. He implies a structured a belief that you're supposed to conform to, and a lot of times people are resisting that now. They think this is old and dry. And a lot of these old dogmatic beliefs just don't apply to modern day life anymore. We don't have fear anymore about the unknown for a lot of things, other than really death. Science has answered a lot of the questions, if that's what you want to believe and be Gnostic. This might have something to do with Atarian, because Taurus rules the Hierophant card, and he is the bull. And years ago I read it wasn't a bull but a steer that represented that, and it meant direction. It meant direction and drive rather than a bull and steer. Oh, goodness sakes. This Hierophant represents tradition, and a lot of times it's rites of passage, rituals, ceremonies, blessings, and warnings he brings. The word Hierophant in Latin means to make known or show, so a lot of times it's about finding a truth. But here it's about rites of passage mostly, because you have the 4 of Wands. And this is a celebration card, a card about a lot of people involved in a shared goal that finally gets to the end point, and then it's time to celebrate. And these rites of passage are definitely associated with festivals and ceremonies, reunions, engagements, weddings, birthdays, graduations, anything that brings in a transition of life. We think of things and time from events to events. So yeah, that's when I graduated from college, and that's when I had my daughter. And this Wands card also indicates home. And you could be going home. But then again, if you're going through a rites of passage, you could be leaving home. Or somebody could be leaving what they consider home. Now the number 4 is about stability, a stable foundation, and harmony and balance in the home life. This 4 of Wands can foretell positive ascensions in your life for success of business dealing, marriage, friendships. And it has a heavy emphasis on family. It's releasing something from a constrictive lifestyle. You might be even moving to a different residence or improving your current home. But it does have a lot to do with home. And now from the 4 of Wands, you've graduated to the 9 of Pentacles. This card means the apex of success for material rewards and the spiritual self-satisfaction that comes with it. It appears to me that somebody in your life or you have accomplished something that you're patting yourself on the back, or you're patting somebody else on the back and saying, good job. Because the 9 of Pentacles is about abundance. You've sacrificed a lot of things to get to this point where you're feeling like you have some luxury of time and maybe even some money. You might be young, but you have enough to keep yourself comfortable. And the number 9 is the card of completion, or coming to completion. So it does mean that you completed something. You finished something. You didn't end something. You completed. And now I rolled the dice, and you received Virgo, the planet Neptune, in the 12th house. Now, the 12th house is the natural place for Neptune. So you're feeling at home here. And Virgo in the 12th house is the devil is definitely in the details. Of course, it always is with Virgo. But then it can have something to do with smothering people with too much love, and it can maybe change things. Change your game plan because it's not making somebody else happy. Too much love. My mother used to do that. Oof. Well, I did that just because I love you. Well, if you did, you'd give me a little bit of freedom, a little wiggle room here. Now, also Virgo in the 12th house can mean health matters. And they might be preoccupying your mind right now. Small trivial matters could explode into major issues this week if you don't be careful, because your monkey mind is spinning around and you need to give it a break. You do deserve the success of the Nine of Pentacles, but don't sacrifice too much. Nurture a harmonious home environment. You might feel like a homing pigeon that you better go home for some reason. And there's just this natural desire to go over to wherever you consider home is. Now, with Neptune and Virgo, it's about dreaming along the lines of having a successful and fulfilling life, just like the Nine of Pentacles is saying up there. And this is kind of foremost in your mind with security as well. Security in your future, finances, and home life. You might help people too much, as I said, of giving too much love, and this might negatively affect your health. So, natural is the healthy way to go this week. Now, with the presence of the Hierophant and Neptune in Virgo, you really have to have a strong sense of right and wrong this week and keep moral values high on the must-keep list. Okay, Neptune rules the 12th house, and it's a natural home, but you're vacillating between transcendental fantasy land to self-punishment at times. The energy this week is up for grabs for good or bad. You can harm or heal. Unrealistic, impractical, idealistic ideas come into my mind that you may be considering. But the Hierophant's here to assure you that you can keep right and wrong in perspective and not forget to look for the truth in everything you do. And if you keep your eye on the prize this week, the Hierophant and the Four of Wands is going to have you celebrate for your rewards. Your life is up for an ascension. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.